Today we are going to talk about yet another characteristic of true masters. A true master is an omniscient personality. He knows it all. He knows our past, our present, our future. He knows at what stage of evolution we are in. So he is the best person to hold our hands and take us further ahead in the journey of evolution. A true master has mastered the universal laws, the laws that govern the universe. Because he has mastered the laws of the universe, he has mastery over the universe. He knows about the creation of the universe, how it began, how it evolved. He knows what constitutes the universe, what are the different components and parts. He knows how each part is related to the whole. And he also knows how each part is related with every other part. Many of us brag about our knowledge, about our qualifications, degrees and diplomas. But in reality, we know so little. Leave alone our knowledge about the universe. Our knowledge about ourselves is so limited. My knowledge about myself is so limited. Who I am, where I came from, what is my purpose, how do I live my life meaningfully, where do I go from here, where was I before? We have no knowledge about this. The biggest gap in our knowledge is lack of self-awareness. The omniscient true master helps us dive deep into our own self and help us get to know our own self better. Krishna Prasanna Bhattacharya was a famous scientist. He came to Sri Thakur and Kulchandra, accepted him as his true master, true guide, and stayed back with him for good. When Krishna Prasanna Bhattacharya came to Sri Thakur, he was a young man. Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra was also in his youth. Mr. Bhattacharya was impressed by the knowledge and wisdom of Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra, but he had the pride of his own knowledge. He told himself that Sri Thakur is a wise man, but I am not far behind. Maybe the gap between his knowledge and my knowledge is this much. Over a few years, this will be bridged. I will become as knowledgeable as he is. Krishna Prasanna Bhattacharya, in his old age, in an advanced stage of his life, writes about his own experience. He says, when I came to Sri Thakur, I thought I will become as knowledgeable as he is in a few years. But today, in my old age, after spending more than 30 years with Sri Thakur, I have realized that the gap in knowledge between me and Sri Thakur and Kulchandra has widened so much that I can't even imagine. I cannot visualize that I would ever be able to catch up with his knowledge. The gap has become infinite today. A true narration by a great devotee who surrendered to this true master and also surrendered his ego, his pride of knowledge. Many scientists have come to Sri Thakur and Kulchandra and have described him as the best scientist of their times. Educationalists have come to Sri Thakur and have described Sri Thakur as the greatest educationalist. Politicians and statesmen have come to Sri Thakur and have described Sri Thakur and Kulchandra as an exponent of politics. Literary personalities have come to Sri Thakur and Kulchandra and have described Sri Thakur as a literary exponent. Administrators, sociologists, teachers, doctors, engineers, all have described him as the best in their respective trades. Such a true master is truly an epitome of knowledge. He is not only infinitely knowledgeable, he is also the source of knowledge and wisdom. A true master has the greatest of vision. And when we align ourselves to a true master, our vision expands. A true master can see the unseen. He can know the unknown. When we accept a true master with humility and devotion, our vision also expands. We can also, with his help, start seeing the unseen, know the unknown slowly and slowly. In spite of being an omniscient personality, a true master never brags about his knowledge and wisdom. He behaves like a simple, ordinary man. Devotees of Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra have described him as someone who is gorgeously simple, abnormally normal, and wisely foolish. I am reminded of a very famous quote by Socrates. He says, "He who knows not that he knows not is a fool. Avoid him. He who knows that he knows not is a friend. Keep his company. He who knows not that he knows is a saint. Follow him. He who knows that he knows is God. Worship him."